Hello and welcome to English Buzzing. Today we are going to talk about class 10th, 11th and 12th English grammar syllabus. We know it very well that students are going to appear in their respective exams and they may be a bit worried about their English grammar portion. So I'll try my level best to make it easier, comprehensive and approachable so that you can feel comfortable while doing the English grammar portion. But you have to stay very much patient as well as considerate to me as well as the topic too. So today we are going to talk about personal pronouns and impersonal pronouns in present. Means we are going to talk about present today. And when we talk about personal pronouns or simply I, we, you, they, etc. means personal pronouns refer only persons. And when we talk about impersonal pronouns, we have it is an impersonal pronoun. So you can also use it with some objects, things, device and so on, right? Now today's talk is going to be very much important for all in general, for language learners, but particularly for class 10th, 11th and 12th students. Today we will talk about personal pronouns with their verbs, because when we have personal pronouns or we have impersonal pronouns, we use a number of verbs with them in present. So today's talk is all about present. When we talk about I, we, you, they, so what are the verbs that we use with them? So let's know more about them today. So first let's talk about I. I in present with verbs. What sort of verbs we use with I in present? Okay. So with I in present we use am, have been, first form of verb, do plus first form of verb. And with we, you, they, we use verbs like are, have been, first form of verb, do plus first form of verb, and so on. Means there are other verbs as well, but today we are discussing about these verbs. With he, she, it, in present we use is, has been, S form of verb, es form of verb, does plus first form of verb. So means that you have to remember all of these verbs necessarily. Now first let's talk about verb. We know that verb has different forms and different kinds as well. But today let's talk about a few of them. First we will talk about first form of verb, S form of verb and es form of verb. When we talk about first form of verb is also known as base form of verb, like play, go, walk, make, take, shake, bake and so on. When we talk about S form and es form, when we add S to the base form of verb, so it becomes an S form of verb. For example, play, plays. So I added S to play, so it has become plays, means S form of verb. Or for example, make, makes. It has become S form of verb. And make is the base form of verb, I mean the first form of verb. Now if we talk about es, for example, go, goes. So what I added es to go, so go is the first form of verb and goes is an es form of verb. Okay? Now we have some examples here and there are different verbs that we have to use with these personal as well as impersonal pronouns. Now the first example is I dash teaching you this time. We have, for example, tomorrow there will be a sentence like this, I dash teaching you this time. And we have options here, is, am, or. Out of these three we have to pick one, correct one. So I can say I am teaching you this time. So which verb I use it? I use it am, because we have earlier learned it that with I we use am. Okay? Now the second construction is we dash learning English this time. We dash learning English this time. again we have is, am, or in the bracket, so we have to pick one of them. So we can say we are learning English this time. Because we have learned that with we use are. Okay. Now the third example is she dash cooking food. So here we are talking about she, and in the bracket we have again is, am, or. Out of these three we have to pick one. So we can say that she is cooking food. So we use it is here because we have learned that with he, she, it we use is. Now we have some other examples here. For example, I dash my own books. I dash my own books. In the bracket we have has and have. Out of these two options we have to pick the correct one. So I have my own books, so I use it have. Because we have learned with I, we also use have. Now the second example is we dash our own books. We dash our own books. Here we are talking about we. So options are has and have, so we have to pick one. So we can say we have our own books. So with we use it have, because we have learned that with we use have. Now we have the lost construction here. He dash his own books. But here we are talking about he. The options we have has and have, so we can say that he has his own books. So we use it here has, because we have learned that with he, she, it we use is, has been, and so on. Hope you understood the talk very well, and let's discuss more in upcoming videos. See you again. Thank you.